Hello and welcome to my little allotment. Coming up is a varied look at the world of growing your own food. And this time around we start off with the humble potato. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4 potato, 5 potato. Few people know that when rock god Jimmy Page was starting to write the classic Led Zeppelin song Stairway to Heaven, he was actually in his garden getting his spuds into his vegetable patch. So the first thing you've got to do is dig your trench. I've dug mine, it's about 8 inches deep, 6 inches wide. I've dug 3 little holes and I've just lined them with a little bit of compost to give it a nice little organic bed. And I'm going to put in these seed potatoes that I've already chitted and grown these little tubers here. That will grow the plant that the potatoes will grow under. Put that one. There we go, that's the first one's in. Just on that little nice bed of compost, and they're about 12 inches apart. Very important to have a bit of social distancing, especially nowadays. That's the first 3 put in. I've covered them over to about 4 or 5 inches, and what you have to remember is to save some of the soil that you've dug out from your trench, because you're going to need that later on in the season. When the plant grows, you need to earth up the stem of the plant. So save some of your soil from your trench. It's a beautiful spring morning. Come June, middle of July, you're going to have some fantastic tasty potatoes to dig up. 61 potatoes, 62 potatoes, 63 potatoes, 64 potato, 65, 66 potatoes. Introduced to Ireland by Sir Walter Raleigh. They originate from Peru, and there are 3 main types. There are first earlies, second earlies, and main crop. Now, the main crop are the ones that will store over winter. The first and the second earlies are very seasonal. They were illegal in France for 25 years, a long time ago, because they thought they spread leprosy. That is not the case. There are over 4,000 different varieties of potatoes, and they have a water content of approximately 79%. Not a lot of people know that. Not very popular at parties, actually. Time now to ask the rock gardener. So I've got a message from Heffen in Greenford. He's got wilting leeks. My advice, leave them, don't do anything. They'll come back good as gold. Just leave them in for the rest of the season, they'll be fine. So I've had a question from Jay in Norwich about the best way to position his runner bean poles. Now my recommendation is if you position them north-south, so as you're going to get the sun in the morning in the east, and it's going to go over the top lunchtime, and you're going to get the sunshine in the evening in the west. So plant them north-south. So I've had a message from Charolata in Ealing. She's having trouble with mice eating her peas. What I do is I plant them in some guttering, get them off the ground. The mice can't get to them then. So I hope that helped. Remember, just ask the rock gardener. We're actually getting quite a lot of stuff into the plot now. This is the prime time for planting, really. We've started a lot off on windowsills at home and turned the seeds into seedlings. and now they're strong enough to be put into the soil, and the temperature of the climate is a lot better for them. So we've had a lot of crops in over the winter, the onions and garlic, but now we're putting stuff into the ground, so it's a really beautiful time of year actually. I mean, spring has sprung, and everything that goes in the ground is loving it at the moment. Well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this and possibly learned something along the way. And as for the little rock star stories, well, they could be true, or not, but you'd love them to be true, wouldn't you? So until next time, enjoy your gardening. And here's how to get in touch with me, the Rock Gardener.